Money is energy. Money has a vibration. Money has a resonance. Everything on this planet vibrates. Everything. Quantum physics has finally proven that to us. So resonance is an important concept. If you take two guitars and you place them in a room and you play, for example, the E string on one guitar, the E string on the other guitar will start to vibrate because that E resonance of the note is matching up. So anytime we want to attract something into our lives, we must resonate with our thought process, with our actions, at the same resonance of whatever it is we want. So finding the resonance of money is part clearing out all the garbage that we carry around in our head and all those negative thoughts around money, because as we say, life will give you whatever you ask for, but equally, it will withhold things that you don't want. So we got to be very careful what we're thinking. And as soon as we get on to a very relaxed state of thought around money, it will start to come to us. Here's the thing. Either God, life, the universe, whatever we want to term for the power that is outside of ourselves in this universe, whatever that power is, it's either everything or it's nothing. If it's everything, we can absolutely attract material wealth into our lives by any means. It doesn't require one to take on a job that you dislike, to work as hard as you can for a guy you can't stand or a woman, and suffer. That's not part of the equation. So we want to remove all those thoughts and let it happen. And the way we let it happen is to show the right thought resonance around allowing money to come into our lives. Okay. In viewing money as a spiritual tool, anything we want to do, making this particular video, trying to get this message out there, costs money. We cannot do without it. Setting up a temple for people to come and worship costs money. It's not, money in and of itself is neither good or bad. So with money, can we wreak havoc on our own life and on other people's? Of course we can, but we can do it without it as well. But equally, can we use it to really uplift our own spiritual life, our own physical life, and the spiritual and physical lives of others? And the answer is absolutely we can. And it's what are we bringing to the table? What thoughts and emotions are we going to bring to the money conversation? And where's our integrity? Does our purpose and our integrity line up in the area of money? If we're always obsequiously sneaking around the back, looking for what's in it for us, well, that's not going to work. We got to be upfront and admit money can be used for good or evil. I'm choosing to line with my integrity, which is spiritual and which is good. And anything that comes into my life, including money, is going to be transmuted out to others in that fashion. Right. The thing about money and success that's most important to realize is that anytime we are truly at peace, then amounts don't matter. We're all striving for happiness in this world. And for some people, they do have a belief that a bigger and better car, a bigger boat, a plane, all those things, which we consider to be the trappings of wealth, will actually bring them happiness. And there's no question they'll definitely bring pleasure. But whether they bring happiness or not is an entirely different matter. They're not mutually exclusive, but in my opinion, they are if that's where you're placing your happiness or your desire for happiness or where you're looking for your happiness. Happiness is an inside job. if we're not at peace with ourselves and with the environment around us, then no amount of stuff is going to change that. It will bring pleasure, and for much of my life I thought if I could ram enough pleasurable moments together, that would be happiness. And I was able to fool myself at times and thought, hey, this is great. But over the long run, it's unsustainable. And I think we really need to look inside for our happiness. I want to say one more thing, though. The artistic idea that to be a true artist, you have to suffer, you have to be poor, you suffer for your art, be poor. All that stuff is a load of bollocks.
Oh, I agree.
Yes, I said the word bollocks. Any artist worth their salt wants to get their art out there, and the very action of doing that, provided they're talented enough, is going to bring them reward in a financial way. Not to say they won't get screwed over, not to say other things can't happen, but it will happen. They are not mutually exclusive, and anyone who thinks that, I think, is doing their art a very negative service. The way I look at success and money is very simple. It's not quantity. Quantity does not quantify one's success, in my opinion. The real success around money is to be relaxed, to be calm, to be at peace. If I'm feeling all those things, and money is not a stressor in my life, but it's in my life, I'm attracting it in, that to me is real success. Because then I'm not reliant on the number of digits in my bank account to make me feel validated or happy. In my opinion, life always gives us whatever we ask for. So in the realm of money, we have to be very careful what message we're actually putting out there. So if our thoughts around money are stressful thoughts, so when we think of money, we think bills, credit card statements, taxes, all the things that are potentially negative and stress-inducing, well, guess what? The life picks up on that. Our message is, this is not a thing I really want. This is stressful. So we've got to change our thinking. That type of thinking blocks us. Our old childhood thinking about money itself blocks us. The root of all evil, filthy rich, stinking rich. Those types of thoughts don't serve us. So when we think of money, we really want to think about fun. Think about freedom. Think about vacations. But also think about the good we can do for others. Because one of the problems I believe in today's world is that people view money and spirituality as totally separate entities, and they're absolutely not. Everything has a vibration, everything has a resonance. And through our own spiritual practice, we can actually attract money. It's not separate, it's something we have to meld together because money is oxygen in our world. And we cannot do without it. We can do a lot of good with it, and that's an important thought to keep in mind.